you also have a few instances where the Danny character elaborates on this into the scene, how he can't really be fixated because as he's aged, he can't admire her the same way that the younger Danny would.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, that's part of a healthy sexuality, that you don't end up as a pedophile. Pedophiles are arrested sexually; they never grow up. And what the interesting thing is that has negative consequences. Now, whether we're talking homosexuality or bisexuality or transgenderism or whatnot, these things, whether or not you want to talk about biological influences or genetic influences or whatnot on any of these things, there's nothing inherently uh, deviant in the sense that it's hurting another person. But if, like I said, if I'm 55 and I was lusting for 15-year-old girls, that's fucked up. I mean, I can look at women twice at age 30, and I'm like, I can't even really think of most of them. I mean, yes, if they had Jessica's talent, I could probably convince myself to be attracted to a woman and 20 years younger than me. But and there are some pretty young girls that I work with at the store, but I feel fatherly towards them. I saw this young girl that I work with. I hadn't seen her for 3 or 4 weeks. I thought she quit the store. And when I saw her, I said, "Oh, you're still working here? I was thinking about you." She came and she gave me a hug. She's this cute little blonde girl who, if I was going to have a daughter, I'd like a daughter like her. And, but for me to think of having sex with someone like that, it's just, ugh. And it's not because she's not a cute girl. But it's like, I think I say in the play, it's like turning the telescope around and looking through
Mhm.
the wrong
Yeah.
end of the telescope. And so in order for me to even write about the young Danny, I have to, in my mind, put myself back and sort of shrink, because I'm like uh, a yeast that's just risen and risen. And so, now I'm the size, it's like I'm a muffin that's the size of a room, but I have to get back to a regular, muffin size to be 15 years old again. And it's difficult in some ways, but I mean, I've done it before, so it's not that difficult for me. But most people can't do it. Most artists cannot go most artists can't get into other characters, which is a major problem, much less back into a character that was themselves. uh, but I'm someone who has great empathy, and I can do that, and I can remember what it's like. I can remember these things,